Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's November 7th, 2022 and Barcelona have drawn Manchester United in the Europa League as Real Madrid has dropped points in La Liga race. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin with the news that Barcelona trained today for the last time this month ahead of tomorrow's match against Osasuna, and the club have released the name of the players that have been called up for this match, and those players are Marc Ter Stegen, Héctor Bellerín, Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets, Ousmane Dembélé, Pedri, Robert Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Andreas Christensen, Marcos Alonso, Jordi Alba, Frankie de Jong, Rafinha, Eric Garcia, Iñaki Peña, Alejandro Valde, Marc Casado, Gavi, Pablo Torre, Chad Riyad, and Arnau Tenas. Now, as you can see from this list, Jules Koundé was not called up for tomorrow's match after he picked up an injury against Valencia, and even though it was initially expected that Jules Koundé would not miss much playing time because his injury was due to fatigue, the French player has missed yet one more game, and it's reported that neither Barcelona nor the player want to risk his fitness, especially since the World Cup is right around the corner. Now, tomorrow's match will be Gerard Piqué's last match as a Barcelona player and as a football player after he announced his retirement and after Gerard Piqué played his last match at the Spotify Camp Nou over the weekend in Barcelona's victory over Almeria 2-0. Now, in the pre-match press conference, Xavi spoke about Barcelona facing against Osasuna, and he said, "Tomorrow we are facing an intense rival, a team that's having a great season with a fantastic manager, working really well. They are in form, 5th in La Liga, taking many points at home. We know it will be a tough game, but we are in good form too and want to take the 3 points before the break." Now, Barcelona will look to win tomorrow's match and take home 3 important points in this La Liga race, and Barcelona now sit at the top of the Spanish league after Real Madrid dropped points in their loss against Rayo Vallecano 3-2 a few moments ago. Now, speaking of Xavi, today is his 1-year anniversary since he became Barcelona's coach, and in this 1 year, Xavi has led Barcelona in 55 competitive matches where he was able to obtain 34 victories, 11 draws, and 12 defeats, and where the team scored 106 goals and conceded 57. Now, tomorrow's away match against Osasuna will be Barcelona's last match before the 2022 Qatar World Cup break, and all the players that will participate in the World Cup will depart Barcelona the following day on November 9th in order to join with their international squads. Now, Xavi has announced that all the players that will remain in Barcelona will get 3 weeks off, and the Ciudad Esportiva, which is the sporting complex where Barcelona train, will be closed from November 14th until December 1st, for the exception of the players who need to train in order to recover from their injuries. Now, the players that will participate in the World Cup will have 1 week off after their teams are eliminated from the international competition, and Barcelona will resume La Liga on December 31st when they're gonna face off against Espanyol. Now, if you want to support your team this season, make sure you hit the kit bag where they have the biggest selection of Barcelona jerseys and Barcelona gear, and where they have the biggest selection of our football jerseys and football gear from all the big teams and all the big leagues such as the Premier League, Serie A, Ligue 1, and Bundesliga. So make sure you hit the link down below so you can support your team during this season. Now, on to the news that Barcelona will face off against Manchester United in the Europa League. Now, all the teams that finished third in their groups in the Champions League and as a result were eliminated from the European competition and sent to the Europa League will face off against all the Europa League teams that finished second in their group. Now, today was the draw to determine which team will face off against which team, and Barcelona drew the Premier League club Manchester United. But this will be a great match between two historical clubs that unfortunately are not going through their best of times. And just like Barcelona, Manchester United are also undergoing a reconstruction project. But I do believe that Barcelona are a little bit ahead of down the road than Manchester United, where Barcelona were able to make really good signings this summer, and where Barcelona are having better results in La Liga, where they are currently first, as opposed to Manchester United, who are currently sitting 5th in the Premier League. Now, having said that, this does not mean that Barcelona will have a guaranteed win against Manchester United. Not at all. This will be a very challenging match for Barcelona, and it will be a big test for Xavi and his man as we see the return of Cristiano Ronaldo to the Spotify Camp Nou. Now, Barcelona will face off against Manchester United on February 16th at the Spotify Camp Nou, followed by a trip to Old Trafford on February 24th, and the winner of this playoff match will get to qualify to the round of 16 in the Europa League and will face off against one of the teams that finished first in the group in the Europa League. Now on to the news that Rafinha has become the first Barcelona player to be called up to the World Cup. Now Brazil announced today the final list of the squad that will get to travel to the 2022 Qatar World Cup, and Rafinha was selected amongst those players alongside Dani Alves, who has been training with the Barca Athletic using the Barcelona facilities so he can be in shape for this international competition. Now speaking of Rafinha, he gave a very interesting interview to a Catalan radio station where he admitted that he was having a difficult time of adapting to Barcelona, and where he also expressed that he was not happy with his 1-goal tally. Now Rafinha said, "On an individual level, it is a bit hard. Being a striker, I like to score and assist, and I only have 1 goal. It hurts a bit. Scoring just 1 goal is complicated. But my teammates are helping me, and I work hard so that the adaptation is as fast as possible." Now, as I reported previously, Rafinha has hired a company called Global Performance in order to enhance both his physical and his mental performance. Now, Global Performance is known for providing athletes with things like nutritionists, cooks, physical trainers and psychologists in order to enhance their physical and their mental performance. And Rafinha has hired this company because he wants to increase his performance and he wants to earn his spot on Xavi's team. Now speaking of interviews, Marcos Alonso has also given an interesting interview where he said that it was always his dream to sign for Barcelona and that as a boy, Barcelona was his team. However, his parents did live in Madrid, so as a result, he had to join the Real Madrid academy, and he said that he went to the tryouts very reluctantly and that his parents even laughed about it, but at the end, it was the best option for his development. Now, Marcos Alonso's father, Marcos Alonso Sr., did play for Barcelona for 5 seasons, and he was Barcelona's most expensive signing until they signed the Argentinian legend Diego Maradona. Now we will end today's video with 3 brief updates. The first one is that Barcelona could receive a fine from La Liga because during Gerard Piqué's farewell after the Almeria match, some fans jumped onto the field hoping they can hug Gerard Piqué and get some pictures with him. So as a result, Barcelona could be receiving a fine for allowing their fans to jump onto the field. Now the second update is that El Clásico is Blaugrana after the Barcelona Femení defeated Real Madrid 0-4, and with this victory the Barcelona Femení are continuing their unstoppable start to their league after winning 8 out of 8 matches, and they're currently sitting first in the Women's Spanish League. Now the third and the final update is that Barca Athletic defeated Osasuna 0-1. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and as always, peace, Barça.